Rumplestiltskin. Before we start the story, let me explain who is Rumplestiltskin. He was a creature of magic that liked to take an advantage of others' difficulty for his own benefit. Once upon a time, there was a poor miller who had just one daughter. She was very beautiful, and he told many people about her. One day, the king rode through the village. The miller desperately wanted to impress the king. "Your Highness, my daughter is very pretty and smart." But the king took no notice. "She can also spin straw into gold," the miller lied.
"Oh, your daughter must be very clever. Bring her to the palace tomorrow so I can see it for myself,"
demanded the king. Shocked, the miller didn't dare disobey the king. So, the next day he brought his daughter to the palace. "Father, what if I can't spin straw into gold?" the miller's daughter asked.
"I'm sorry, dear, but we can't disobey the king,"
her father replied. Once they arrived at the king's palace, the king led the girl to a room filled with straw. On the floor stood a little stool and a spinning wheel.
"Spin this straw into gold by tomorrow morning, or you will stay in this dungeon forever,"
said the king. Then he left the room and locked the door. The poor miller's daughter sat on the stool and gazed all of the straw around her. She wept bitterly for the impossible task before her. All of a sudden, she heard a voice giggle and came the strangest little man she had ever seen. "Why are you crying, dearie?" he asked. "I have to spin all the straw into gold before morning, but I don't know how," replied the girl sadly. "If you give me your pretty necklace, I will spin this straw into gold," said the little man. "Oh, thank you," gasped the girl, wiping away her tears and handing over her necklace. The little man started to work and changed all the straw into gold within a night. By the morning, the room was filled with reels of gold, and just as he appeared in sudden, the strange man also disappeared in a blink of an eye. When the king arrived, he was astonished to see so much gold.
"You have done very well, but I wonder if you could do the same thing again,"
said the king. Then he gave her more straw to spin.
"Spin this straw into gold by tomorrow morning, or you will stay in this dungeon forever,"
said the king. Then he left the room and locked the door. The miller's daughter was very frightened, but the strange little man appeared before her again. "Don't cry. Give me your shiny ring, and I will spin the straw into gold." She handed over her ring gratefully, and the little man started to work. Once again, all the straw was turned into gold within a night. The king was so happy and wanted to try one more time.
"If you can do this again, you shall be my queen,"
he said. The poor miller's daughter wept even more bitterly this time when the king left. "Why are you crying, dearie? You know I will help you," said the little man, appearing for the third time. "But I have nothing left to give you," sobbed the girl. Little man giggled. "Magic always comes with a price, dearie. If you become a queen, you can give me your firstborn child." The desperate miller's daughter agreed to his request, and once again he spun all the straw into gold. The king was so delighted when he saw all the gold the next day, and kept his promise to marry the miller's daughter. A year passed. The king and queen had a beautiful baby boy. They were overjoyed to have him. Until late one night, the little man appeared in the queen's bedroom while she watched over her sleeping baby. "I'm here for your baby, just as you promised," he said. The queen was horrified. She just remembered her promise. "Oh, please, take all of my jewels and money instead, not my son," she begged. "No," replied the little man. "You made a promise, but I give you 3 days. If in that time you can guess my name, then you will keep your baby, dearie." The desperate queen agreed. The next day, she sent messengers all over the kingdom to collect all the boys' names that they could find. That night, the strange man appeared again, and the queen read out the names she had gathered. But after each name, he just laughed. The next day, the queen sent her messengers out to find even more names, and that night, she read out the new names when the little man appeared. But once again, the queen's guesses were wrong. On the 3rd day, the poor queen was in despair. It was getting late by the time her last messenger returned.
"Your Highness, I haven't found any new names,"
He said,
but as I was returning through the forest, I saw a little man leaping and dancing around a fire, singing a song, and it went like this.
"The queen will never win my game, for Rumplestiltskin is my name." The queen was overjoyed to hear the news. This was her last hope. When the little man appeared that night, the queen said, "Are you perhaps called Rumplestiltskin?" The little man was furious. He stamped his foot so hard and stomped out of the room in no time. That was the last time he was seen or heard from again. That was the end of Rumplestiltskin. The moral of this story is, do not tell lies, as it will lead you into bigger problems. And don't make promises that you cannot keep. It will bring you great trouble one day. So then, the queen and king and their son lived happily ever after. The end. Okay everyone, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell, because new videos will be updated weekly on Sunday. Bye!